Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 354 of The Willow Show, which stands for Wrestling is Life, Life is Wrestling. Today is part 34 of my Ontario promotion spotlight. I'm going through every promotion in Ontario in alphabetical order, giving them a profile, a little bit of a heads up for people who may not know about them, and educating myself about them. But this one I know quite a bit about, as it's near and dear to my heart. SKM Promotions. Now, SKM Promotions does a host of different things. They do concerts, they do you name it. They do any kind of event you could possibly want, including last year they got together with a man who has such passion for the wrestling business. You may know him as Christy Carvello, one of the Champ Monkeys, one of the best ring announcers in Ontario, and one of the biggest supporters of wrestling in Ontario, and one of the biggest fans as well. And they got together, and SKM will handle all the productions. They have all the lighting set up and whatnot. And Chris, being a great mind of wrestling, puts together the matches. And so I say we, because I was part of them. They did their first two shows. They did one in June, and then oh, geez, I can't even remember. I think one was in October, maybe? I do apologize. I thought I could just wing this one without notes. So anyway, SKM Promotions is gearing up for their live pro wrestling show part 3, which just works out perfectly because it is tomorrow night, Friday, March 9th, 2018, at the Hagersville Community Center, which can be found 62 Main Street South, and the bell time is 8 p.m. The last two shows were sold out, standing room only, with barely, you couldn't cram any more people in there. So if you're gonna go, I would get there early, like probably 7. Now there is a small parking lot beside the building, but there's plenty of parking available on the side streets beside it. Hagersville is a small town, and I just love this company. Even if I wasn't a part of it, I'm such a big fan. It's old school wrestling, the way I was brought up, the kind of wrestling I loved. And the crowd, especially, they're not necessarily a huge wrestling crowd. They enjoy the show. They are very active and very loud in the show. But they're like generally country folk that are just happy to have some entertainment in their small town. And boy, do they ever bring it. And the wrestlers do as well. And it's so great. Like almost everyone on the show is some kind of character. And the matchups. Plus, you don't see a lot of this too. They're bringing in a bunch of different competitors from a bunch of different promotions throughout Ontario. So you get to see mix and matches and ones you don't normally see. Like general, if you go to this town, you're going to see some of the same people. If you go to this town, you're going to see some. They're bringing in people from all corners of Ontario, putting them together, mixing them up, and the results they speak for themselves. I have no doubt in my mind that tomorrow's show will be just as great as the other two, if not better. Now, there is tons of talent on this show. We got, oh geez, I hope I don't forget anyone. We got the Cadet Private Parts, Louis Avero, the nice guy James Masterton, who else? Clayton Wilson, we got Ken Dundee, I don't know if I'm saying that right, Ken Dundee, the Crown Jewel Corey Stone, Felicity, Big Ticket Reggie Marley, the Hip Star Zach Atticus, Rip Impact, a legend in Ontario, Holden Eyebright, BMD Brett Michael David, the Devil's Hitman Nick Watts, the Beautiful Bia, the Russian Brute Joseph Alexiv, the Sterling Scott, Freedom Wallace, the Cardish Crusher, Karu, and Funky Fresh will be there, and the Manager of Champions, Baron Eager, son of a bitch, and myself as well. And wow, I've got news that this very show, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me. I'm not the kind of guy that gets a lot of mic time. Most promotions don't offer a lot of mic time, but somehow the promotion has given me the opportunity. So if they're going to give me the ball, I'm going to try and run with it. This very show, The Willow Show, will be doing a live episode tomorrow night in Hagersville, live in the ring. My first ever live in an arena. Man, this is going to be an experience that I will never forget for the rest of my life. Please come out and support. This is a great company. They're doing great things, and they're giving you wrestling that you're going to walk away really happy. Now, tickets are $15 or you can get a family pack for $50. I really hope to see you guys out there, and I'm just so excited. Tomorrow is the night. It's going to be awesome. I hope everyone is just as pumped up as I am. And also, I want to know from you guys, did you go to any of the first 2 shows in Hagersville, and what did you think? Or if you're a performer that performed for the company, how did you enjoy your experience? Because as always, on the Willow Show, like or you get a leg drop, comment or you get a clothesline, subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba!